It's time to talk about Iron Fist. I'm Iron Devil. It's been a little while since I've done another one-on-one video, and I said taking advantage of Iron Fist coming out next month to do another one-on-one time series. Danny Rand is the son of Wendell and Heather Rand. When Danny was 9 years old, he, along with his mother, his father, and Harold Meacham, traveled to Kunlun. While they were hiking the Himalayas, Harold would murder Danny's father in hopes to take control of his company, and Heather would die defending Danny from a pack of wolves. Danny would be found by some civilians of Kunlun and he would be taken into the city. Talk about a sucky vacation. Danny would vow to avenge the death of his parents and he would then study martial arts. While in Kunlun, he would befriend Miranda Rand Kai, who was his half-sister, because apparently before Wendell met Heather, Wendell was in love with somebody in Kunlun, and they had a daughter. Yeah. At the age of 19, Danny would request an opportunity to face Shao Lao and attempt to slay him, and win the power of the Iron Fist. Danny would slay Shao Lao and, well, as I said before, he would get the power of the Iron Fist. Danny would return to New York and he would seek vengeance on Harold Meacham. Meacham would learn of Danny's return and he would put out a $10,000 bounty on Danny. This bounty would force Danny to face several people, one being Scythe. Danny would defeat all the claimers and then he'll move on to face Meacham, but he would spare Harold due to the state he was in. Danny would get framed for the death of Harold after the ghostly ninja assassinated him, but Colleen Wing and Misty Knight would prove Iron Fist's innocence. And that would spark the relationship between Iron Fist and Misty Knight. Danny would lose his powers to Steel Serpent for a little bit, but he would get them back and he would trap Steel Serpent's soul in the Contemplator Anomaly Gem. I think this might be when he loses his powers. Danny would defend Misty from Luke Cage after Luke Cage would be manipulated by the Bushmaster to stop her. Iron Fist and Colleen would stop Bushmaster, and Danny would eventually become friends with Luke and start the Heroes for Hire. Does anyone else think that a Heroes for Hire series would be a good idea for Netflix? I mean, it doesn't even have to be like 18 or 6 episodes, it just be like 3. Now, I did touch base on this certain event in my Misty Knight video, but I'll just give you guys a quick little crash course on it. So Danny and Luke went to Kunlun to go pursue Master Khan, and while there, Danny would be replaced by a Hithri, which is a plant-like creature, and he would be held in captivity for several months. While the imposter Danny goes back to New York, and he would call off his relationship with Misty Knight, and Misty Knight would fall in love with in disguise Master Khan, while Master Khan uses a hypnotized Super Skrull to befriend the imposter Iron Fist and Luke. But the Super Skrull would eventually kill the imposter Iron Fist and reveal that the real Danny would be, or is held in captivity. So Misty, Colleen, and Namor would go back to Kunlun, free Danny, and that's it. Danny would aid other heroes, but he would start to lose faith in himself, so the Contemplator would task Danny into reassembling his gem. But here's the thing, once he did that, he would release Steel Serpent's soul. And like last time, Steel Serpent will steal Danny's powers, but he would get them back and he would defeat Steel Serpent once again. Danny would expand the Heroes for Hire with some funding, but it would not last long due to Namor selling them to another company, and they would fire Luke and Scott Lang due to their criminal background. For a short while, and this was mainly during the Civil War event, Danny would take up the Daredevil mantle while Matt Murdock was in prison. God, I hope they don't do that on Netflix. I love Charlie Cox's Daredevil. During the Civil War event, Danny would meet Orson Randall, his predecessor. However, this wouldn't last long because Orson would sacrifice himself in a fight with Steel Serpent. He would, however, give Danny his chi, thus giving him a lot of power. Danny would leave Earth to go compete in the Heavenly Cities tournament, and he would come back to find out that his company has gone under, so he takes the remaining funds and starts the Rand Foundation. Danny will play sort of a major role in taking on Matt Murdock during the Shadowland event. He would also meet Victor Alvarez, new Power Man. Danny Rand would take part in defeating Null, who was the personification of Hulk's emotions. I'm not joking. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.